Homework 14, Logarithmic Functions, Video 6. Switching between logarithmic and exponential forms. It's kind of interesting that I've waited until the 6th video to attack this, because these are A, easy, and B, they show up early in the homework. But there are certain situations where you have an exponential equation, and you would rather have it as a logarithmic equation, or vice versa. You have a logarithmic equation and you want to write it as an exponential equation. So let's take a look at these because they're pretty easy and pretty straightforward. For example, let's rewrite log base 13 of 2x plus 19 equals 2 in exponential form. So write it as an equation involving an exponent. The trick to doing this is to remember what the answer to a logarithm does. The answer to a logarithm is the power that turns the base into the argument. Let me say it again. The answer to a log is the power that turns the base into the argument. I'm going to say it a third time, but this time I'll write down the pieces. The answer to a log is a power that turns the base into the argument. So you literally just have to write down what the answer to the log is supposed to do. 2 is the power that's supposed to turn 13 into 2x plus 19. So 13 to the second power equals 2x plus 19 would be the equation in exponential form. Now, we're not solving it. We could. That's a little bit later down the road. But this is a pretty key move in solving some logarithmic equations. By rewriting in exponential form, you get the argument out of the logarithm, and if there's a variable in there, you can solve for it. If you really want to solve this, be my guest, its answer is 75. And whatever you do one direction, you can usually do the other. For example, let's write 5 to the x minus 3 power equals 13 in logarithmic form. When you're going back to logarithmic form, start building your logarithm, leave some parentheses for the argument, and remember what how the pieces of a logarithm work. The answer to a log is a power that turns the base into the argument. The answer to a log is a power. The answer to a log is a power. What's the power? X minus 3. The answer to a log is a power that turns the base. This power is on this base. The answer to a log is the power that turns the base into the argument. This power turns 5 into 13. So really it's just a matter of putting the base back where it belongs and remembering that the power is the answer in a logarithm. So if you can just say it over and over, and I told you I would be, that the answer to a logarithm is a power that turns the base into the argument, it can get you out of these pretty straightforward. Answer is the power that turns the base into the argument. Answer is the power that turns the base into the argument. You say it enough, it just starts rolling off the tongue. If you haven't said it yet, pause the video and I want you to say it 10 times. The answer to a logarithm is the power that turns the base into the argument. Go ahead, say it 10 more times. I'll wait. Actually, I won't. That's the end of this video.